right, good morning, you guys. Today is Saturday. It is November 13th. Welcome to yoga. So for the next hour together, we're going to focus on breathing and connecting our movements to our breath and releasing stress from not only the body but the mind as well. Make this your very own practice. So modify where you need to. If you want to just relax on your mat for the next hour, that's perfectly great. Like I said, do what you need to do for you. We are going to start with some relaxation, so we're all going to go down onto our mats. Let your arms be restful at your sides, palms open to the sky. Close your eyes and let's start to breathe deeply in through the nose. Expand your belly, back, and rib cage on the inhale. And exhale out through the nose, feeling that same area of your body contract and empty. While we're focused on that nice full breath, bring awareness and breath into your eyes. Feel your eyes relax. Next, we'll guide our breath into our cheeks. And then let your breath travel into your jaw. Focusing in on the neck, bringing breath into the neck and feeling those muscles relax. Moving our focus and breath into the arms. Breathe from the very tops of your shoulders out through your fingertips. And then go ahead and shift your focus and your breath into your legs. And we're going to breathe from our hips to our toes. Now we're ready to spend some time in the spine. So visualize your breath entering the top of your head. Guide it down the length of your spine, weaving itself in between each segment. Now let your head roll to the right and breathe into the left side of your neck. Come back to neutral and let's roll the head to the left, breathing into the right side. And then return to that neutral place. Inhale the arms towards the sky. Exhale, let them float behind you. We're going to stretch out through all of our fingers, push out through the heels of our feet, stretch your body long and straight. And then let everything go soft. Inhale the arms back up and exhale, return them to your sides. Let's bring the left knee all the way into the chest. Really snug it against your body, but keep the shoulders relaxed. Start by flexing and pointing our foot. Slowly roll the ankle around. And then let's reverse. And then just let your foot relax. Let's send that leg out and bring the right knee in. Again, first just hug it in really close to the body. And then let's flex and point. Circle the ankle around. And then reverse. And then just rest your foot. Now let's bring the other knee back in. And we're going to give ourselves a well-deserved hug. So feel those thighs press right against the ribs while keeping the shoulders relaxed against your mat. Gently rock from side to side. Feel the massage on either side of your spine. Come back to neutral, and from there we'll circle our knees around and around. Feeling that massage going into the lower back. And then let's reverse. And let's hug the knees in super tight. Now, let the legs relax a bit, and I want you to spread your toes out as wide as you can. And then scrunch them up super tight. Spread them open really wide. Scrunch them super tight. Once again, spread wide. And then scrunch tight. And we'll let those feet relax. We're going to tighten the belly, so feel the back side of your navel pulling down. While that's happening, press through the back of your ribs and round up into a nice C shape. Let's relax the upper body, melting back into the mat. Again, let's tighten the belly, press through the back of the ribs, round up, nose towards knees. And release back down. Once more, tightening the belly, press through the back of the ribs, round up, nose to knees. And then as we exhale, let's roll up. Once we've made it upright, let's bring ourselves into an easy cross-legged position. Allow your palms to open to the sky, the backs of your hands rest softly on the knees. And then allow your chin to drop to your chest and just breathe into the back of your neck. Feel your head actually getting heavier and heavier. Inhale, lift the head and tip it back just enough to open the throat. Inhale back to neutral and exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, lift the head, tip back, open the throat. Exhale, chin to chest. Once more, inhale, lift, open. And exhale, chin to chest. Now let's roll the left ear to the left shoulder. Let the chin drop down and roll to the right. Drop the chin and roll left. Drop the chin and roll right. Once more, drop the chin and roll to the left. We'll place our left fingers just above the tip of our right ear. Breathe alongside the neck. And then place your right palm on the mat and push down into that right hand. Let's inhale, extend the left arm towards the sky and gaze up at the hand without feeling any tension in the shoulder or the neck. You're going to side stretch to the right and come back up. Side stretch to the right and back up. Side stretch to the right. And we're back up, and then let that arm float down. Let's roll our shoulders from back to front. Start increasing the size of your circles. And then let your arms extend out and push out through the heels of your hands. Let's place palms together at heart center. And then let your hands return to your knees. Dropping chin to chest, breathing into the back of the neck. Tipping that right ear to the right shoulder. Place your right hand just above the tip of your left ear. And then push that left palm into the mat. Breathing up the side of your neck. Extend towards the sky and gaze up at that right hand. Side stretch to your left. And inhale back up. Again, side stretch to the left. And inhale back up. Once more, side stretch to the left. Inhale, lift. And exhale, let that arm float down. Shoulder rolls again from back to front. Beginning to increase the size of our circles, including the arms, till we have full arm circles. And then from there, just stretch the arms out wide. Again, push out through the heels of your hands. And then let's bring hands together at heart center. Let's lace all of our fingers and then press out through the palms of your hands. Breathe across the upper back and the back of your shoulders. From there, begin to hinge forward a little bit, just pushing out through the palms. And then come back to a neutral spine. Rotate your palms to face you as if you're hugging a big ball in front of your body. Take a big inhale. On the exhale, tightening the belly, rotate to your right. Inhale back to center. And exhale, rotate to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, rotate right. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate left. And then inhale, center. Once again, press your palms away from your body. And let's lean forward, pushing through the palms. And then let your fingers float to the mat. Allow your head to drop and your shoulders to round. And then we'll inhale and slowly come back up. Once we've made it upright once again, palms open, face to the sky. And let's take a couple more full breaths in our seated mountain pose. And on our next exhale, feel your body soften a bit, and let's make our way onto hands and knees. Now, once we've made it onto hands and knees, we want to be sure that our hips are over our knees, shoulders over hands, tops of the feet pressing into the mat. Spread your fingers nice and wide and rotate your hands in slightly. So if you were to move them together, thumb and index fingers will meet. Pressing down through second, third, and fourth knuckles of both hands. These are foundational hands, so anytime we're bearing weight into our hands, this is what we want the hands to be doing. As we inhale, start sinking your navel, lifting your tailbone, lift your head, open your heart, cow. Exhale, scoop the belly in and round out for cat. Inhale again for cow. And exhale, round out cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, round for cat. Now we can return to that neutral spine. Extending the right leg behind us, push out through the right heel. Add the left arm forward, and then start to rotate that left palm towards the sky. Exhale, return to all fours, and we'll switch. Pushing out through that left heel, reaching the right arm forward, and then rotating that right palm towards the sky. Exhale back down, let's switch. Extend and reach. And try to get just a little bit more length. Exhale, lower, switch again. Extending, reaching, and asking for a little bit more length. And then exhale, return to all fours. Separate the knees, keep your big toes close, and push back with your tailbone. Allow your chest to drop through your knees, forehead to the mat. Pull back with that tailbone, extended child's pose. Palms are opening towards the sky, and that's going to increase the stretch that you feel going down the sides of your body. Flip the palms back over, creating those foundational hands. Tuck your toes under, and let's go ahead and build downward facing dog. Let your head dangle through your arms. Feel your ribs pull closer to your thighs, and feel the base of your shoulder blades reaching towards your tailbone. Nodding our head yes a few times. Let them all shake no. And then just let your head hang there. Moving into walking the dog, we lift and lower each heel individual. Hold one heel raised and press one heel down. And switch that out. And then let's raise both of our heels and press them down. Next, we're going to inhale ourselves into a good sturdy plank. Belly button is tight. We're reaching out through the top of our head, pushing out through those heels. And then exhale back up into down dog. Inhale, return to that plank. And exhale again, down dog. Once more, inhale to plank. From there, let's modify to the knees. And then as we exhale, lower down, elbows are widening, chest comes down, hips come down, tuck the elbows in. Lengthen as you press through the tops of your feet, rise into cobra. Exhale, opening elbows, coming down, tucking them in, lengthening before you even think about rising. Exhale again, opening the elbows, coming down. Inhale, lengthening, rising into cobra. And then push all the way back into extended child's pose and breathe. Once again, palms to the sky, asking for that deeper stretch going down the sides of your body. Flip the hands back over, foundational hands, tuck the toes, lift the tailbone, down or back up into down dog. Inhale, move into plank. Modify if you'd like, exhale, lowering down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Try again, inhale forward to that plank. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, coming up. And exhale, downward facing dog. From there, we'll take a giant step forward with our right foot. We want to place our foot so that our knee is directly over our ankle. Pushing down through your second, third, and fourth toes of that left foot. Eyes looking out. Runner's lunge. Sink down onto your left knee as you press into the top of your left foot. And then start reaching to the sky, forming crescent moon. Exhale, lower the arms, and then inhale, lift them back up. Exhale, lower the arms, and inhale, lift back up. Exhale, lower the arms, hands to the mat. Tuck the left toes under, lift the left knee, return to your lunge. Send the right foot back, good strong plank. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, lengthen, rise into cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Left foot steps between the hands. Positioning that foot, so once again, we've got our knee over our ankle. We're going to really work at pressing down into our second, third, and fourth toes of that left foot. Eyes looking out. Drop down onto the right knee as you press into the top of your right foot. Reach high to the sky, crescent moon. Exhale the arms down and inhale back up. Exhale, lower the arms and inhale, lift. Exhale, lower the arms, hands to the mat. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, return to your lunge. Stepping right foot forward, toes are in, heels are out. Rib cage resting against our thighs. Inhale, slowly roll up. Reach high, extend to the sky. Exhale, return to the heart. Inhale, extend. And exhale to the heart. Inhale, extend. And exhale to our heart. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold the body in half. Once there, inhale, look out. Exhale, pull deeper down. Inhale, roll up. Reach to the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale as we sink. Right foot back, left foot back plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Inhale into that plank. And exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes and heels out. Inhale, roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale again, extend and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, go deeper. Left foot back, right foot back, hold your plank. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes are in, heels are out. Inhale, rolling up. Reach to the sky. Exhale to the heart. Once more, inhale, extend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Right foot back, left foot back, plank. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes are in, heels are out. Inhale, we're rolling up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale, extend, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, looking out. Exhale, sinking deeper. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank. And exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes in, heels out. Inhale as we roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Now let your arms extend long at your sides, palms facing forward, lifting, opening heart center, dropping the shoulders, standing mountain pose. Inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale as we sink. Cradling our elbows in the palms of our hands. Let those arms frame your head. And feel your upper body resting on your thighs. Let your fingers return to the mat. Let's step back with our right foot into lunge. Now push your right heel down, turn your right toes out. Imagine a straight line from the back of your left heel to the back of your right heel and start lifting upper body. Centering our body weight equally between those feet, hip bones face straight ahead, shoulders stacked over the hips, arms reaching to the sky. Let the arms come forward and just remain out in front of your body. Now open the arms wide, stay long in the waist, and hinge forward, bringing you into warrior airplane. Release your hands to the mat. Return to the ball of your right foot. Push your weight forward onto your left foot as you straighten that left leg and extend the right leg behind you hip level, pressing out through the heel. We can stay in our tripod balance, or we could align our left thumb with our left pinky toe and begin to open that right arm and hip for half moon balance. Exhale, right hand down if it's lifted. And then let's step the right foot back in. Toes are in, heels are out, and we inhale, roll ourselves up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. And then come back into standing mountain pose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, fold deeper. Again, cradling our elbows in the palms of our hands, dropping that head. And seeing if you can feel yourself sink a little deeper. Release your fingers to the mat. Giant step back with our left foot brings us into our lunge. Push your left heel down, turn your left toes out. Align your right heel with the back of your left heel and start lifting upper body. Knee is over ankle, weight pressing into the second, third, and fourth toes. Hip bones forward, shoulders stacked over hips, arms extend. Warrior one. Let the arms come forward to shoulder level, palms facing the sky. Open the arms, stay long in the waist, hinge forward, bring your ribs towards your front thigh for our warrior airplane. Exhale, the hands return to the mat. Lift onto the ball of that left foot. Start pushing your body weight forward onto that right leg as you straighten the leg and extend the left leg behind you. We can remain in tripod balance or align our right thumb with our right pinky toe, rolling the left hip open, adding that left arm towards the sky for half moon balance. Exhale, let the hand come back down. If it's lifted, we all step our left foot back in. We've got our toes and heels out. Inhale, and we roll back up. Reach high, touch the sky. And then exhale, hands to heart. From here, I want you to start to bend your knees like you're going to sit down in a tiny chair. And as you're bending those knees, you're going to bring them in closer and closer together, keeping that rib cage off of your thighs. Try extending the arms alongside your ears. And then we're going to begin to fold forward as the legs pull straight. Once there, step back with your right foot, returning us to our lunge. Now we're ready to walk ourselves around into a straddle so that we end up facing the wide edge of our mat. Toes are either pointing straight ahead or they're turned in slightly. Hands directly under shoulders. Knees can be as bent as you need them to be. First we inhale, lengthen. And then as we exhale, we're going to let the body melt down. See if you can slip your fingers under the outer edges of your feet. And then use the strength in your arms to pull you a little deeper down without tensing through the neck or the shoulders. And then from there, let's release our hands. Walk them back into neutral. And then slide that left hand over so it's centered beneath you and push on it with your right hand. Really making contact with the mat. As we inhale, let's lift the right arm to the side. And then as we exhale, we're tightening that belly as we revolve open for our twisting straddle. As we exhale, let's bring the hand back down and proceed to walk yourself around into runner's lunge facing the back end of your mat, which now means that you should be on your right foot out in front and you're on the ball of your left foot. And then see about lifting upper body, bringing us into high lunge. Adding the arms overhead takes us into crescent lunge. Let the hands come together at heart center. Inhale on rotation, inhale first and then exhale on rotation and tip forward so that you're bringing that left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. There's prayer balancing twist. As we exhale, let's untwist. Return your hands to the mat. Start to pull that right leg straight and start pushing your left heel towards the mat. Lift up your right toes and allow your upper body to melt deeper down into that right thigh. And then see if you can let your right foot melt back into the mat, taking that stretch a little bit deeper. Take one more inhale. On the exhale, simply bend the right knee and adjust that left foot so your left heel is aligned with the back of your right heel. Start lifting upper body and come back up into warrior one. Let the arms go wide and pull that front leg straight and then rotate upper body, and that's going to bring you into five-pointed star, facing the wide edge of your mat. Palms should be open to the sky, or toes are in, or heels are out. Feet a little wider than those hips. Feel like you're being drawn towards the sky. From there, let's rotate our palms to face forward and start to bring the arms closer together. Once your hands have met, we're going to bend the elbows and let the forearms and the elbows come close together. And then place the left elbow in the crease of the right elbow. Let the backs of your hands meet, or perhaps let your palms press together. And keep lifting your elbows, making sure they're shoulder level. There's our eagle arms. From there, let's untwist and let the forearms and the palms meet together. And then inhale, extend towards the sky. Feeling your shoulders actively opening away from your ears. First, let's lower the left arm to shoulder level. And then that right arm to shoulder level, and we're back in our star. Now we're ready to turn our left toes to the front end of our mat. Align our left heel with our right arch. Stay nice and wide and open, and then bend the left knee. Find that place on your mat where your body weight is centered equally. And you're very upright, so your tailbone's pointing directly down to the mat. We're going to look out over that left hand and breathe into Warrior Two. Extend the left arm a little further out and lift the left as you lower the right. Turning your palm to the sky, reverse warrior. Start pulling the left leg straight without locking, pushing even more through that left palm for reverse triangle. Bring your arms back to shoulder level, and we've returned to our starting position. From there, we're going to pull the right hip right, and as the right hip is pulling right, the left arm is going to stretch away from the right hip. So we want to get as much length and space as we can. Once we can't go any farther in either direction, lower the left and lift the right. And there's your triangle. So make sure when you're in triangle that you feel like you're being lifted and you're not sinking, not feeling any tension in the shoulders or the neck. Now let's bend the right elbow and see if you can get the back of your hand to press into your low back. And we want to imagine that we're trying to keep that right shoulder reaching to the sky. We're going to bend the left knee, and that takes us into preparation for bound angle. We can stay in the preparation, or we could bind ourselves. You can simply take that left hand behind you, grab hold of your left wrist with your right hand. Or you could feed the left hand through the legs so that you hook your hands together behind you. Meanwhile, we're still rolling the right shoulder open to the sky, and that's where I want you to be looking. We'll take one more inhale in our bound position. Exhale, send the right hand back to the sky. Return that left hand to where it was. And then as we exhale, begin to revolve the upper body. Return to the ball of your right foot. That brings us back into our lunge. Step the left foot back. Hold that nice sturdy plank. Exhale as we're lowering. Inhale, we lengthen and rise for cobra. Exhale, we're tucking the toes, pressing back up into down dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Now you can hold that plank, or you can insert a push-up. And then we're going to press back again into downward facing dog. Let's extend the right leg behind us and push that heel towards the sky. There is our three-legged dog. Step forward with your right foot between your hands, and that brings you back into your lunge. Now let's step the left foot forward, Toes are in, heels are out, and we roll the body up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale, hands come to heart center, and breathe. Good, now we'll start bending the knees again like we're going to sit down in a tiny chair. Pulling the knees together as we sink those hips a little lower, keeping ribs away from your thighs, and then adding the arms alongside of our ears. As we exhale, begin to hinge forward, straightening your legs. Inhale, let's look out. Exhale, sink a little deeper. And then we're going to take a giant step back with our left foot into our lunge. Once there, let's walk ourselves around, and we end up in wide straddle, facing the other side of our mat. Toes are either straight ahead or turn in slightly, hands directly under shoulders. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to sink. Again, let's see about slipping those fingers under the outer edges of our feet, using the strength in our arms to deepen our stretch. Exhale, let's release the hands. Walk them back into place. Now slide the right hand over so it's centered beneath you and push on it with your left. Really making contact with the earth. Let's inhale, open the left arm to the side, and as we exhale, revolve at the waist. And there's our twisting straddle. Let's exhale that hand back down. And then from there, proceed to walk yourself around into runner's lunge, facing the back end of your mat. Left knee is positioned over the ankle. We're on the ball of our right foot. When you feel ready, lift upper body, bringing you into high lunge. And then add the arms towards the sky, and that brings us into crescent lunge. Now let your hands press together at your heart center. Inhale, start to rotate to your left, and then as you exhale, hinge over and see if you can get that right elbow to tuck to the outside of that left thigh. Got one more inhale. Exhale, let's untwist, return your hands to the mat. From there, start to straighten your left leg and push your right heel down to the mat. Lift up your left toes, and keeping your legs as straight as you can, we're going to melt deeper down into that left thigh. And then see if you can let your toes melt back down into the mat. Going to take one more inhale. On the exhale, simply bend the left knee. Align your left heel with the back of your right heel and lift upper body, bringing us into Warrior One. Now we can pull that left leg straight without locking. As we start opening the arms, rotate upper body. Adjust your feet so your toes are in, your heels are out, feet a little wider than your hips, palms to the sky, 5-pointed star. Rotate your palms to face forward and then slowly let your hands meet together. Once there, bend your elbows so your forearms and your elbows meet. Good. Now place the left elbow in the crease of your right elbow. Let the backs of your hands meet, or let your palms come together. And then let's untwist, let the forearms and palms meet once again. And then inhale, start extending to the sky, allowing your shoulders to fall away from your ears. Now let's open the right arm first to shoulder level, and then open the left arm, and we're back into our 5-pointed star. Turning our right toes to face the front end of our mat, align your right heel with your left arch. When you're ready, start bending the right knee. Find your warrior two, where your body weight is centered equally between those feet. Looking out past your right hand. Extend the right arm a little further forward and then start lifting the right as you lower the left. Turning that right palm to the sky, breathing into reverse warrior. And then start to pull the right leg straighter and straighter without locking, continuing to press out through that palm. Reverse triangle. Now let's bring our arms back to shoulder level. And there we are back in our starting position. Next, we're going to pull that left hip left. And as the left hip is pulling left, the right arm is extending away from the left. And we want to keep our body open and flat like we're doing this against the wall. Once we can't go any farther in either direction, you can lift the left hand towards the sky and reach the right hand down. We feel like we're being drawn towards the sky, so everything stays open. We're not feeling any tension in the neck or the shoulder. Now let's bend the left elbow. See if we can get the back of our left hand to press into lower back. And while that's happening, we're continuing to roll that left shoulder to the sky. Let's bend the right knee. And we can stay in this preparation pose, or we can bind ourselves by passing the right hand behind us. Use your left hand to hold the right wrist. Or you could send the right hand between the legs, let your hands hook together. We're all rolling our left shoulder open to the sky, and that's where we look. Take one more inhale. On the exhale, extend the left hand towards the sky and let that right hand reach to the mat. Exhale, let's revolve upper body. Return to the ball of your left foot. That brings us back into runner's lunge. From there, we're ready to step back with our right foot and hold our good strong plank. Exhale as we're lowering down. Inhale, lengthen, rise into cobra. Exhale, tuck toes. We're back up into down dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Stay there or feel free to insert your push-up. Exhale, back up into downward facing dog. Extend the left leg behind, push out through the heel, and then start lifting that heel towards the sky for three-legged dog. Exhale, step the foot forward. Once there, we're back in our lunge. And then we'll step the right foot forward, toes and heels out, and we roll up, reaching to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. And now let your arms come alongside you and return to standing mountain pose. So be very aware of the sturdiness of your feet. Begin to shift your weight into your right foot. Got a focal point for our eyes. Got our belly button drawing in. And then let's place our left heel against our right ankle bone and let your hands come together at your heart. When you're ready, we're going to lift those toes. And then try growing the branches of your tree. Now let's try keeping the right arm high, but let the left arm lower. And then we'll lower that right hand as well. And let your foot return to the mat. Come back into standing mountain pose. Now we're ready to shift our weight into that left foot. Got that focal point. We can feel our abdominals holding to keep us balanced and stable. Let your hands come to your heart. And let's place our right heel against our left ankle bone. And then when ready, you can lift those toes. And then try growing the branches of your tree. Let's keep the left arm high as we lower the right. And then we can lower the left as well. And we can place the foot back down. And come back into standing mountain pose. Inhale, lift to the sky. Exhale, open just the arms. Let them come together behind your back. Hook them any way you can. You might want to clasp your hands, hook your second and third fingers together, hook your thumbs together. And then think about opening your heart. And while you're opening your heart, you're going to open your throat. And you're going to think about pulling those hands down towards the mat. And then let's inhale, come back to a more neutral spine. And then as we exhale, start hinging forward. I want you to lead with your ribs. Want to get our ribs to attach to our thighs, which means you may have to bend your knees. That's okay. Let your head drop and let those arms reach even higher. As we exhale, release your hands back to the mat. Good, now let's step back with our right foot and our left foot, taking us back into plank. Position your right shoulder over your right wrist, and let's open for side plank. Modify to the side of your right knee if you'd like. As we exhale, let's come back around into full plank. Press up into downward facing dog. Extend the right leg behind you. Reach it to the sky for three-legged dog. Lift to the ball of your left foot. And then transition into a one-legged plank. From there, we're going to bring the knee forward and place it behind your right wrist. Sink the left knee to the mat, and then guide your right heel across your body. So you're going to aim it right at your left hip bone. And think about opening the right knee to the edge of your mat. Inching your left leg a little bit further back, and then let your upper body start to melt down. So we've moved into pigeon pose. If pigeon pose is not a good pose for you, you could do the same exact thing on your back, or you could just hang out in dragon pose. If you're in pigeon pose, I want you to press down through the top of your left foot and push into the outer edge of your right pinky toe. And then from there, let's all start to inhale our way up. And if you are doing pigeon, that brings you into third position pigeon. And then from there, we're going to take that right leg and come back onto all fours. Let's sink the navel, lift the tailbone, lift the head, open your heart for cow. Exhale, round and scoop for cat. And then come back into neutral spine. Let's step the feet back, and that's going to bring us into plank. Now let's keep left shoulder over left wrist. Turn and open to the side for side plank. Modify to the side of your knee if you'd like. Exhale, let's come back around into plank. Press back up into downward facing dog. Extend the left leg behind you, reach it to the sky for three-legged dog. And then lift to the ball of your right foot and bring yourself forward into that one-legged plank. Pull the left knee forward so it ends up behind the left wrist. Go ahead and set that knee down and then drop down onto the right knee. And let's guide the left foot over so it's aimed at our right hip bone. You can inch the right leg a little bit farther back, opening that left knee to the side of your mat and then melting your upper body down. We're going to press down into the top of our right foot, and I want you to push into the outside of your left pinky toe. On the next inhale, let's start to slowly lift up our body. So if you are in your pigeon pose, that brings us into third position pigeon. And then we're going to unthread that left leg so we end up back on all fours. Once there, let's sink the navel, lift the tailbone, lift the head, open the heart, cow. Exhale, round again for cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, round cat. And then just make your way back to that neutral position. Ease down onto your forearms. And let's keep our shoulders over the elbows. We're going to step our feet back, and that's going to bring us into our forearm plank. From there, let's sink down onto the knees, the tops of our feet. Let your body melt down into the mat, and then just rest your forehead on the back of your hands. Let's extend the arms out, and I want you to try to reach a little bit farther with your left arm and your right leg, and then lift them off the mat. Come back down and we'll switch. Extend out through the right arm and the left leg and lift up. And lower down. Now extend arms and legs together, reach out and lift up. And then let the arms go wider. And try pressing your hands alongside your thighs, stretching out to the tips of your toes and the top of your head. And then as we exhale, melt down. We'll place those hands under the shoulders, keep the elbows in close, press down to the tops of the feet and the hip bones, lengthen the spine and begin to rise into Cobra. And then let's push all the way back, making our way back into extended child's pose. Let's take the left arm and pass it through the right armpit. Sink your shoulder down. Breathe across your upper back and the back of your shoulder. Bring the left arm out and we'll switch. Passing right through left, sinking that shoulder down. And then let's bring the arm back out And once more, really stretch out through the tailbone and reach out through those fingers. Sliding our hands closer to our knees. We're lifting the upper body. And then we can simply come around and have a seat. Let's start out with our legs extended in front. Press down with your palms on either side of your hips. And push out through the heels of your feet. Feel like the top of your head is being pulled up towards the sky. And then exhale as we soften a bit. Let's bend the right knee, keeping the left leg straight. We're going to bring that right heel in as close to our body as we can, keeping those sit bones on the mat. And then let's take the left arm and wrap it around the bent right leg. Inhale, a little taller and straighter. And then exhale, start to rotate at the waist so we can look farther over that right shoulder. Let's wrap the right arm around and see if we can get the back of our right hand to press against the outside left hip. As we exhale, let's untwist. Come back to neutral and then let the right knee lower to the mat so you've got the bottom of your right foot pressed against your left inner thigh, hands on either side of your left leg. Start inching your hands forward as you push back through the tailbone and melt your upper body closer to your left thigh. As we inhale, we'll slowly come back up. And then from there, I want you to lift the right arm to the sky. Exhale, place it behind you on the mat. Slide the heel of your hand in close to your tailbone. And then start to lift your left hip and stretch the left arm up and over. Exhale, let's slowly sink back to the mat. We'll re-extend both of our legs out in front. Push down into your palms on either side of your hips. Push out through the heels of your feet. Sit like you're sitting at attention. Exhale, feel it all go soft. Bend the left knee this time. Foot on the mat. Bring your foot in as close as you can, keeping those sit bones on the mat. We're going to wrap the right arm around the bent left leg. Inhale a little taller and straighter. And then exhale, rotate to look over your left shoulder. Take the left arm, see if you can pass it around so the back of your left hand presses into the outside right hip. Exhale, let's come back around. And then from there, let's open the left knee. So we've got the bottom of our foot pressed against the right inner thigh. Hands on either side of that right leg. Just inch yourself down. And inhale, come back up. Let's reach the left arm up towards the sky. We're going to send it behind us. Place the heel of your hand as close to your tailbone as you can. And then inhale, start to lift the right hip and reach that right arm up and over. Exhale as we come back down. Once there, let's re-extend both legs. Once again, out in front. And slide both hands forward on either side of your legs as you melt a little deeper down. And then we'll roll ourselves back up. And once we're back up, let's bend our knees. We're going to bring our arms between the legs and hook around our big toes with our second and third fingers. Once you've got a hold of your toes, let's find our balance on our tailbone. Want to keep the back as straight as we can. And then try extending one leg at a time. No worries if they won't go all the way straight. And that simply becomes big toe, wide boat. Let's pull the legs closer together. See if you can reach up towards the sky. And then as we exhale, I want you to lower just the upper body. Once your upper body has made it down, let's extend the legs straight up to the ceiling, and then let your arms come alongside you with your palms to the sky. So this would be a very modified version of our shoulder stand. We can stay like that, or if you want to move into full shoulder stand, want to make sure that we're using the abdominals to do the lifting and the holding. So first we lift the hips, and then the hands, they kind of come along just to assist. But we don't want to be sinking our weight down into the hands. We should not be feeling any weight in our neck. Now, if you're in modified shoulder stand, bring knees to chest. If you're in full shoulder stand, first we're going to bring our knees to our ears. Then we're going to press the arms flat into the mat and roll down until we all end up with knees to chest. Now we can rest the feet on the mat. Keep your feet about hips distance, toes and heels out, and enough space between your buttocks and your heels so that when we slowly peel off the mat into our bridge, we're feeling lots of activation in the gluteals and the hamstrings. We're not feeling any pressure in our knees. Let's inhale the arms to the sky. And then as we exhale, slowly start to sink the spine back into your mat. Once we've made it back down, pull the right knee into your chest, use your hands to hug it in, and then push that left leg straight out onto the mat. And then use your right hand to grab hold of your left ankle. Kind of guide your left heel over towards your right hip bone, opening that knee a bit. And then we'll bring it back to neutral. Rest the foot down. Spread your arms out really wide. Begin to shift your weight, your hips to the left a little bit. Tuck the left toe behind the right knee. And then use that right hand to guide the left knee towards the mat. And then we'll bring our knee back to neutral. And from there, let's pull the right knee into the chest. Extend the left leg out onto the mat. Really hug it in close to your body. And then use your left hand to grab hold of your right ankle, guiding your right heel over towards the hip bone, opening that knee wider and wider. And then bring the knee back to neutral. And we're going to rest the foot down. Arms wide to the side. Begin to shift your hips a little bit to the right. Tuck the right toe behind the left knee. And then your left hand is going to press on that outer right thigh, guiding the knee towards the mat. Let's bring the knee back to neutral. And then we're going to bring both knees back in and give yourself a really nice tight hug. A few little rocks side to side. Gentle knee circles to massage lower back. And then a few the other way. And then once we're back to neutral, begin to open the knees. Let's press the soles of our feet together. Use your hands to pull those heels closer to your body. We want to really breathe into our inner thighs and our outer hips. And start to pull the feet apart, keeping the knees bent. Push your flat feet towards the sky and pull down with your hands. Good, then let's bring the soles of our feet back together. And then let's bring our knees together. Tighten the belly, press to the back of your ribs, round up nose towards your knees. Remain lifted as you send your left leg to the mat. And then send the right leg to the mat. And let your spine melt back into the mat. Once you've made it all the way back down, let your arms rest at your sides, palms to the sky. And we just enter our final state of relaxation. Stay present to your breath, guiding it around the body. If you look at what you have in life, you'll always have more. If you look at what you don't have in life, you'll never have enough. Let us set aside all of our anxious thoughts and make a choice to live today with courage, with an open heart, with a grateful heart, and with a hopeful heart. Spreading random acts of kindness wherever you go. Know that my soul honors your soul. I honor that place in you where the entire universe resides. I honor the light, the love, the truth, the beauty, and the peace within you because it's also within me. In sharing these things, we are united, we are the same, we are one. Namaste.